When are you going to get on the goal sheet?
Don't even start. Don't even start.
When are you scoring again? It's been a while, isn't it?
No, it's been a while, yeah. But it's, obviously it's been kind of in and out the team and things. But the way the team's playing, listen, it's frustrating when you're getting maybe wee half chances and chances through the games. But it's the team's winning. That's the main thing.
That's a very diplomatic answer. But the selfish striker in you must be dying to get a chance in front of goal.
I've always said, I mean, it's not about one guy scoring. It's not about any individuals, about the team winning. But of course, as strikers, you want to be scoring. I've just said, would I like more game time? Of course, I'd like more game time. But the team's winning and things are going well.
Even the fullbacks are scoring as well.
So well, the fullbacks. Listen, the way we play. I think we've seen it for day dot. The way we kind of go about our business. The Big Waldo and Tav are really pushing on. Tav's maybe got a wee bit goal hungry for right back, whereas the chances kind of just more kind of faulty Waldo on the other side. But yeah, it's a great weapon to have when you've got goals and attacking threats throughout the team like that, for midfield, for full back areas, for wide areas, and obviously your striker.
I wonder, all the managers that you've played for, all the different teams you've played in, is this one of the most dynamic teams that you've played in, one of the most attack minded?
It is definitely one of the most attack minded. I think the way the manager set his stall out for day one, he let us know how he wanted us to play, the way we were going to play, and he's going to be unwavering on that. It's going to be, doesn't matter who we play, home or away, or what the opposition is we're going to play the same way. We're going to come and attack, we're going to go for goals, and if he's made it clear, whether it be 1-0 or 2-1 last minute of a game, there's no going to the corner, there's going to get the next goal, and that's how we're going to play. So it's no a surprise at the level of goals that we've got this year from all over the pitch, every position.
Can you play like that right the way through the season, especially when it's like maybe Tuesday night, when it gets tough, when it gets physical, and when teams are going out to stop you? Well,
the thing about the last few games is, they have been tighter, but I think if you looked at the games, we've still played the same way, we've still dominated the ball. We've had to stay a little bit more patient maybe, because teams are making it harder for us now. They're a little bit harder to break down. But look at the Queen's game, right to the 90th minute, we're still going to try and get that winner, and fortunate enough for us on the day that we did get it. But I don't think the way we play has changed from the first day of the season to our last game. To be honest, it probably won't for the rest of the season. We'll still try and play the same way, dominate the ball, stay patient, and try and get as many goals as we can.
You've seen all these players come in and settle in. We're now more than a quarter of the way through the season. How has it affected you to be the long-standing player, seeing all this change around you?
Listen, it's been great. It's been a fantastic. It's always been a fantastic club. It's always been a great place to come to work. This season, I think the whole place has had a real pick me up this year with what's going on off the field in the last few years. That looks to be it's settling down now, and on the field, obviously since that first game, that 6-2 against Hibs, it really gave us a wee insight into how we could play, how we were looking to go on for the rest of the season. And since then, obviously, apart from the game against St Johnstone, we've managed to win every game. So there's a real belief within the lads that we can go and win any game of football and win it the way we want to win it, which is going out and playing football, dominating possession, and creating a lot of chances. For me, it's just been great to be part of it. I'd like to start a few more games, but it's one of the things that we've got a lot of talent and all throughout the team, to be honest. But for me, obviously going against Barry Mackay, Martin Waghorn, Nathan Adair, Nicky Clark, there's a lot of lads in the front positions that are vying for the 2-3 spots, whichever it is. And you've got to stay patient, and when that chance comes along, you've got to make sure you take it.
A lot of the chat this week is about the treatment Nathan received in the game the other night. How have you reacted? What have you thought of his treatment so far in Scottish football?
Listen, it was for his first game. He made his bed by doing his rainbow flick when he made his wee cameo appearance at the end of the Alloa game, I think it was. And he's not the first, he'll not be the last flair player, winger that's going to get some harsh treatment for defenders, particularly with the way he plays, with the step overs and the flicks. But the manager says after the first game he wouldn't want to change that. He's a real weapon for us, and we can get him in the right areas of the pitch doing that stuff, then it can only be good for us.
Do you think he's been targeted? I mean, this challenge was 12 seconds into the game. Was it?
I wouldn't say he's been targeted in any way on that game. Listen, it wasn't a great tackle. We can all see that, but I wouldn't say there was any malice in it. Or I would like to think that there's one pro wouldn't meaningly go on and harm or try and harm another player. I think it was one of the things, it was early in a game, the ball was there to be won. Fortunately for the lad, he mistimed it. And I say Nathan's a good lad, he gets up, he gets on with it. I think the first week when he came up, he was maybe a wee bit shocked by the attention that his rainbow flick got, and some of the comments that are potentially made after it. So but I think now he's settled in, he realises where he is, he realises the attention that's going to be on him and the club. And listen, he's a good lad, he gets up and gets on with it.
We all want to see the Flair players in the game,
yeah.
But is it a problem, the fact that players are going out there and they are, well, not so much targeting, but he is getting attention and he's being closed down in this way? Is that a kind of slant in Scottish football?
No, not at all. Listen, I think when you play the way we're playing and you get the ball to that type of player, there's another 11 guys on the other team trying to stop him, and that's what their job's to do. Sometimes they're going to mistime it because he's a good player, he's got quick feet, he's got tons and tons of ability, and he's going to draw fouls for players for the rest of the season. I wouldn't imagine anything's going to change, and like I said, I wouldn't say he's been targeted. Yeah, they might have to keep an eye on him because he's a very good player, but I wouldn't like to think he's been targeted.
More importantly, has he taught you how to do the rainbow flick?
No, I end up pulling a hammer or something if I try to do that. But no, he's got an array of tricks. We see that every day. For us, he's a big player, and hopefully he'll continue that throughout the course of the season.
I know we've probably not spoken to you since it was announced a week ago. The fact that Gordon's staying on as Scotland manager, you pretty much give that a thumbs up. Is that fair to say, given what he's done? Definitely.
I think everybody's disappointed the fact that we never made the Euros, but I think we've seen the effect that he's had on the team, he's had on the players. I mean, you can see it again, similar to this place. You can see the effect that the manager's having on the players. Everybody wants to play, everybody wants to work hard, everybody wants to do it for the manager, and there's no doubt in my mind that Gordon was going to stay on, but he's the right man to lead us into the next campaign. Do you see significant progression then from since he came in? And do you think there's been enough progression that we can qualify next time? Well, listen, I thought we were in a really good position at this point. We had a blip in Georgia, which obviously was a huge result. That coupled with a shock kind of results against obviously Germany, with the Republic and Poland both beating Germany, was always going to be tough for us. But no, listen, progression can be kind of measured in many ways. You look at, we're disappointed where we're finishing the group. There's no doubt about that. But I think, again, you look at me being a player and looking at it as a player, you look at the effect that the manager's had on the players, and the effort, and how the players kind of go about their business and how they talk about the manager. There's no doubt that he's the right man to move us forward, and no reason why we can't go and qualify for the next World Cup.
What kind of test are you expecting from St Mirren?
Tough again. Like I said, the games we've had in the last month or so have maybe not been as exciting as what the first 7 or 8 were in terms of goals and the way we're kind of going about our business. But teams are obviously not want to come and get beat for 5 or 6s. They're making it harder for us. We've now just got to try and find a way to break them down. It's not going to be maybe as quite as open as it was at the start. So it'll be a tough game. Obviously they're at home. They need to start improving as well at that league table. I'm sure that's something they're looking at as well. But for us, it's another game we've got to find a way to win and go there, and hopefully we can win it the way we want to win it, and win it by a few goals, and carry this fantastic run on. Are
you surprised by their start to the season?
Listen, it's a tough league. It's not easy. We found that out last year. There's good teams in it. It's the second tier, but there's some good teams. There's some good players in the league as well. So in that respect, sometimes when you come down, you can get that wee shock. So I'm not surprised. Would I expect them to improve? Of course I would. But hopefully it'll not start on Sunday, and we'll continue our good run of form.